Hi, we're Nikki and Billy, two 57-year-olds who've just scared ourselves to death taking early retirement. The plan is to take our new van across to Spain, Portugal and Morocco this winter. So if you'd like to see how we get on, hit subscribe, it's completely free and we'd love to take you on that journey.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sunday afternoon from our van.
Yeah, in our little garage. So, we're doing a little review of the garage. So we've done the van, but Sean, somebody who watched the video, has asked that we do a review of the garage, that they're buying one of these. So,
Yeah, he's actually ordered one, hasn't he?
yeah. So we're going to take you through step by step in the garage, aren't we?
Yeah, and this is Billy's space. This is, mine's pretty much the inside, isn't it? But this is his space.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, I could...
You can just see how much room's in this van.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
I know I'm not big, but I am actually sat on a pretty big stool.
Yeah, so this would make a huffy room.
Definitely.
So we will take you through each bit by bit, as we go around the garage and show you what's in there.
Yeah, and people do use them for a multitude of reasons, which you can run through.
Yeah, so we'll start off with something you should do before you even get this van delivered to you.
Yeah. So, this great, huge step I was sat on actually comes with the van. So if you've got nothing in the boot, that's absolutely all fine and well. But if you do want to pack it up with quite a bit of stuff, you definitely want to sack that off, leave it at home and buy one of these. So where did you get this from?
Amazon, like 20 quid.
Yeah.
And we've used it a few times now, haven't we?
You can get those other ones cheaper that just legs pull out, but this is really sturdy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really good, really handy. It takes up no room at all whatsoever.
So
Don't weigh anything either for something so strong.
that disappears. So first thing to do,
Get rid of that.
get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great step, but it's just too big.
Okay, so before we start, the garage does have a light system and that works off your leisure batteries, so we're not plugged in and that'll light up this garage, which helps us show you around the garage.
Yeah, two decent strip lights.
Yeah. So the first thing to notice is, in the garage down here, air vent. So duct heating actually comes into the garage. Okay, so you will get some heat in here when you've got that heating on. So that's the first thing. Second thing, when you're plugged in, you do have 240 here. Now, I'm not sure what I'd plug in out of sight down here, whether I trust it, but you can plug stuff in there if you need to. E-bikes possibly. You could
I
probably
would
plug
say.
them, yeah.
Yeah,
So probably fit
tools,
e-bikes.
anything like that.
Yeah, you can charge them up in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first thing. I'll crawl back out and we'll do it bit by bit. When you get this, it's designed for mountain bikers, and one of the things they have done is they've actually supplied a water supply here, separate to the van supply, for you to actually plug your washer in for your bikes. So it holds quite a lot of water, but realistically, do you need to take that around with you? I wouldn't have thought so.
When we're travelling, I think we might.
Yeah, but not for bikes. I don't
No,
think
but that
so.
might be really quite useful when we're in
But-
Spain on beaches and stuff.
Yeah, but we use it.
Yeah.
Leave that at home. We use that as extra storage.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, aren't you?
Yeah. So the thing I would have done if I were them is I would have made this into an extra gas storage. Not plugged in, but that would give you the chance of having 3 6-kilogram gas bottles in. That's what I'd have done. And then you'd have so much gas, but we'll get onto the gas in a bit. So, yeah, probably use it for storage. Because at the end of the day, if you've got a pump, you can have a water supply in a bucket that takes up no space. It works exactly the same as having that. You fill it up with water, stick your Hydro Shot or whatever in there, clean your bikes. They're really good, collapsible buckets. As you'll see, Nikki uses it for washing up the dishes. So that was that. Next to that, we have shelves. 3 shelves, okay? So in here we have all sundry of stuff. These are storm straps for the awning. We've got some of the silicone stuff for drying out your boots. We've got all sorts of booklets to go with stuff. We've got first aid kits. We've got all the stuff you need for on the road. They're all in there. We've got a little shovel even.
Oh, yeah, snow shovel.
Snow shovel. So we've got stuff stored in there. So you can store stuff in those shelves.
Yeah. And we probably will be a little bit more organised when we're travelling for longer periods of time.
Yeah. And I think the next bit is you've got these on either side. So these are like very shallow storage bins, but you can get a fair bit of stuff in there. So umbrellas, all sorts of stuff will go in there. And you've got them on both sides.
Yeah.
So you've got them on this side as well.
And again, when we travel, we'll pack better. But this is, at the moment, we've just shoved stuff in because we can.
Yeah. And we've got our ramps there. We've got our hose for filling our water up. That's an Omnia oven. If you've seen our little demo, get one of those. Yep, so that's the 2 bins for putting stuff on either side. So they're quite good little storage as well. Good use of space.
Yeah.
And we've actually fitted our awning pole.
Oh yeah, Billy did this. I forgot about this, darling.
Yeah, so that's a good space for it.
Yeah, perfect.
It's out of the way, and it's a good little system to keep it up there, because they all come with these. If you look in the pack, when you get the van with an awning on, it'll come with these, and you can just fix them in there.
Yeah,
You'll
and
need
it's
different
good.
screws to the ones they give. The ones they give aren't short enough for this bit of wood, but yeah, fit them on there. Right. So moving on, you've got 2 little trays here. You can keep stuff. I put tools and cycle helmets and stuff in there. You've got little trays here with elasticated, so you can put things like cleaning stuff, bike stuff. I've got some stuff down here. There's a lot of cleaning stuff usually goes in here. I've been cleaning the bike, so that's all in our shed. Next, gas locker.
And obviously this is a legal requirement.
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
So, gas locker. If you come and have a look, we have 2 6-kilogram bottles in there, which is quite a lot of gas for pottering about in England. Going abroad, probably a bigger problem, which is why it'd be lovely if they'd done that one into a gas locker as well. We could have had extra stuff, but yeah. So 2, 6, obviously you'll have to put your own pigtails in because you'll all have different bottles. Some people have the external tank filler on the outside and have their gas flow and stuff in here. But yeah, they're decent size. So the 66 and 67, I think only have the 3.5, whatever they're called, size ones, which is no gas at all. So these having the 2 6 kilograms is pretty good.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah, especially through winter and stuff if you need the heating on and you're off grid. So that's good. The thing that everybody loves about this is the bike tray. So this will take up to, what's that, 50 kilograms. So we can't put Nikki on it, but we can put 2 bikes on it, right? Well, you do have the mass of a black hole somehow, don't you? So the thing you'll find about these is modern bikes, some of them, you're not going to be able to get the actual skewer in. You may have to raise the mounting points. So that had to be raised for my bike, which is the opposite side skewer to Nikki's, which didn't need to be raised at the back there. So it'll take 2 bikes. Now you can specify 2 trays. I wouldn't bother. 2 trays would just fill this up completely, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
There'd be no space for anything else with 2 trays. It's really hard to work stuff around the trays. They're great for the bikes, but 2 of those would fill the whole of that.
Yeah.
And you'd really struggle. So I'd go 1 tray, definitely. So you get more options to store stuff and how you take stuff or what you take.
Yeah, and pack different ways.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you can put other stuff on it. It doesn't have to be a bike. But yeah, 1 tray, my top tip. Don't go for 2. Shall I put our bikes on?
Go on.
Right, let's go. So, we were going to speed that up, but actually it only took 2 minutes, so there didn't seem much point. Now, a good tip you're going to have to take your wheels off. Get some good quality wheel bags. So these are by Hope. They're about 20 quid each, so 40 quid, 2 of them, jobs are good. Now what we do here is we store all our cycling shoes, our bags, because there's space in amongst the tray.
Yeah, it's wasted, yeah.
Yeah, so we store a lot of stuff in here as well. So it keeps all the cycling stuff together in there and use that space up.
Yeah.
You could, in theory, hang stuff over your bikes to dry. You know, there's nothing stopping you. You will have to get your seats down. So if you do have dropper posts, you'll need them down to go in here.
But
this is
off.
quite a big...
Pedals off?
Yeah, pedals off.
Pedals off, seats down.
You get them in with pedals on, but do you really want that swinging around and damaging? This is quite a big bike. So this is a medium, but it's a 180 forks. So that's quite a big fork at the front. And it's still, looking at, still got room at the top. So they will take some quite large bikes. And there's still space to probably get an even long, it's quite a long wheelbase as well. And it still fits in here perfectly. So yeah, it's a good sized tray.
So, we've got rear access doors. Absolutely ideal. We tend to keep our kit bags up this end, don't we? And also our dirty washing bag. So you can just stick your hands through from the inside. But I can fit through like that. Stop laughing at me.
So yeah, some people don't get the trays at all, and this space is really good because you can access it for putting dog crates in. So some people put dog crates. So if you've got dogs, you know, they like being in crates, you can get crates in the back of here and just use it as a dog room.
And you could leave the doors open.
Yeah. The other thing with the doors open is, if you've got certain size paddles and kayaks and stuff, you could travel with it fully into the cab there.
Yeah.
If needs be. So there is a plan. You could probably get a sup through that door. The thin
if it was a solid one, yeah.
Yeah, thin end of the sup would go through there. So, yeah, it's a good little option to like use it for other things. Doesn't have to be about bikes. You could use that wash for a dog wash, couldn't you?
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's pretty good. So there's lots of options to use this. We'll put some stuff in to show you how big it is. These are not small chairs.
They are not small chairs. They're the anti-gravity ones.
Yeah.
And yet, whilst they're not the smallest and the lightest chairs,
They just disappear into the back of there.
yeah.
So that's the first thing in. So next I'll get the table.
Yeah. They might not be small, but they're really, really comfy. And I'm viewing that, taking the fact that it's literally going to be like our sofa for 3 months. So we wanted comfy chairs.
So we'll get a table in there.
And if you've seen any of our previous videos, that's actually a double table, but it's incredibly light.
And we'll stick the silver screens in there.
Yeah, silver screens.
I've got a 200 watt solar, and I'm just going to stick that down there as well. And then look at all the space I've still got left.
Goodness me, that absolutely takes no room at all whatsoever, does it?
No.
We've
So-
got so much room in there.
Last time we were away in here, I had all of that in. Silver screen was on top of there, because remember you've still got all that height to play with as well above. I had 2 full-size acoustic guitars. Had my amplifier and stuff in this cupboard, utilising that space there. We had a Starlink in its box, which is about that big. Starlink, 2 kit bags. What was it? A pizza oven.
Oh yeah, we took the pizza oven.
All in here, and all the cables and the microphone stands and stuff for doing a gig. And there was still plenty of room to get more
Plenty of
stuff.
room.
Could have got more stuff in. So yeah, it's a great space.
Well, you're talking about packing the other way as well, aren't you? You're saying that you might pack.
Upwards rather than sideways. So
Yeah.
you tend to pack like that. But actually, when you pack like that, you forget that there's all this space up here.
Yeah.
So we'll probably have to play about with how we pack before we go. We're also, this thing here has got mountain bikes on, but there's room to put 2 mounts where the back wheels go at the moment. So there's room just outside of the back wheels to put 2 more mounts on. So what we'll put there is we'll put mounts for the gravel bikes.
Oh, right.
So if we decide to take the gravel bikes, we just mount them the other way round.
Yeah.
So then this can take both sets of our bikes depending on which ones we want to use. So that's the next thing. I'm going to put this back in. And if Brad's watching, I was dead jealous. We just got this van and he had his built and he had a little video on, and I forgot it was April, and he showed his electronic step and it started just coming out like that automatically. And it wasn't until later on he showed the video of his lass through the hatch like we've got, pushing it. I thought he'd actually got an electronic.
You sulk so much.
I thought we'd done great with this tray, and then I thought he'd usurped us already with an electronic one.
So there we have it. Tour of our Expedition 68 garage. And this is definitely the main reason we bought this van. This space is just brilliant. Specifically designed for mountain bikers, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But as Billy said, it's got a multitude of uses.
Yeah, it's a really good space. And we went to the NEC twice to look at other vans, and everything that had a garage, none of it was as big as this, and everything was more expensive.
Yeah, the really expensive adventure vans, the space was a third of this, don't you think?
Some of them were close, but they were never as big, as long, and they were extortionately priced.
Very much so.
They look great, but I'm not off to the Sahara on some sort of expedition.
So yeah, no more wet, mucky gear in our van, no drying shoes and rucksacks out in the footwell. Everything goes in here. So the van stays tidy and clean, and all the wet, scruffy rubbish is in here.
Yeah. And talking of keeping things clean, that's a thermal weatherproof cover there. So when you open this up in the actual bad weather, it's going to stop that getting on your bedding. So none of that rain lashing down, if you have to put it away in rain, will get in there. We've got the doors open really wide. There's little buttons here, you press them, that'll open them wider, but usually just have them like this. And you can get covers that'll go over that if you need to. I've seen somebody do that, but we've never felt the need to cover.
No, I don't think that, to be fair.
It would just be another thing to do before you get on to do what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, and just the last point about saving the old topper.
Yeah. If you've got an old topper, stick it underneath the mattress, and it's just another layer of insulation in the van.
Yeah, and protects the mattress, and another layer of insulation. So.
And it's a pretty warm van because of things like this, compared to our old van, I think.
Yeah, so winner.
Yeah, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Definitely the van for us at the price point that you can't really beat. So we'll catch you next time then.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed this little tour around our garage.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll catch up with Sean out on the road in his new van.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
Garage tour done. If any of it's been any good to you, or you've liked any of it, give us a big thumbs up. And if you want to come on our exciting but scary early retirement journey down to Spain, Portugal and Morocco for winter this year, then just hit subscribe. It's completely free. I'll put a link to the full van tour so you can see the rest of it. And we're not going till November, so keep an eye out for us on the road. Thanks for watching, guys. Laters.